Hey, and welcome back. This is step number 1, page styling. Obviously, the first thing that you're going to need to do is, of course, name your campaign. So you'll need to enter that in here. And of course, what I'm going to do as I walk you through is show you real life examples. This way, you know exactly what the features are all about, how to use the software effectively, so that you have a better idea about how to use the software to create different types of landing pages. So once you've entered the name here, you can choose the box position. Now, as I show you some of these examples, the box position can be left, middle, or right. Now, in this example, the box is in the middle. In this example here, the box is on the right. And in this example, it's in the middle. In this example, it's on the right. And if it's on the left, of course, it'll be on this side. So you have a way of positioning the box middle, left, or right. And the reason why we provide this is depending on the image that you use or depending on the video that you use, the motion could be on the left side, it could be on the right side, and so forth. So getting an idea of what kind of images or what kind of videos that you're dealing with, that'll give you a better sense of your box position. Now, as you're doing this, I would highly recommend that you scroll down to the bottom and you click on Preview, because as you're doing this, you can see how things progress. So this is what we're dealing with now, and we can always change it later. So the next thing is the box background color. You can either click on this button here and then pick and choose the color. So I could do something like a teal. And you can have a gradient. So for example, if I click on preview, we can see that the box is teal. And if I choose gradient and I choose something like white and then click on preview again, you'll see that the box has a gradient of teal to white. But in this example, we're going to keep it white or something light. And then of course we have box animation, and you have many to choose from. But what this does is when you refresh the page, it'll basically animate. So as you saw, it spun around. I can rotate in, I can zoom, I can do specials like warp speed. So feel free to play around with these. Next, we have the page background color. And we can always change that to something else, like a red, like a dark red. Next, you can enter the background image, and you can also tile it if you would like to. Now, I want to say that keep in mind that you can have all three. You can have a background color, a background image, and a background video. The way that our system works is it runs on a fallback system, which does the following. Number one, if let's say, for example, that your prospect is on a desktop browser, then the video will show if you specify a background video. However, the image will show while the video is loading. So that way that the prospect always sees something. If they're using a mobile browser, however, the image will show instead of the video. And of course, the page color will show if the image can't load for any reason. So that way you don't have to worry if something isn't working. Something will always work. And don't worry about size. The system will automatically size it to the person's window. So in this example, I'm going to choose a background image. I'm going to enter that here. So you'll need to enter the URL of that image. Then we can enter the background video. We have three different options. You can either enter the URL to your YouTube video, and what you need to do is simply click on a video. Let's say, for example, this one. And what you need to do is up at the top, you need to grab the URL that is in your address bar. So this URL here can go here. So all I need to do is paste that in if I'm using a YouTube video. And of course, if the YouTube video has sound, you can unmute it. So if a person goes to your landing page they will actually hear what is going on in the video. Now, if you want to mute the audio, just click on mute here. Now, you still have two other choices in terms of background video. You can use a Vimeo link, which I'll show you in just a minute, or you can enter the URL of your MP4 file. So you'll need to have uploaded the MP4 file to your website, and then it has to end with .mp4. Now, the third option to get videos from is from Vimeo.com. Now, pay close attention because I'm going to reveal to you two different ways of doing this. The first way is ideal if you don't have a Vimeo Pro account and you just want to go to Vimeo, go under, let's say for example, watch, and you go to categories, and then you find a video that you like. And let's say for example that we decide to use this particular video. If that's the case, then what you need to do is simply grab the URL that is in your address bar, click copy, and then of course go over here and paste that here. That would be one option that you can take. Or you can also go to staff picks, for example, and let's say for example we click on this one here. The same thing, grab the URL at the top and then copy and paste that into the background video field, and you're good to go. Now, the more preferred or more ideal situation or way of going about this is if you have a Vimeo Pro account. If you have a Vimeo Pro account, you will know that you can host your own videos on inside of your account. Now, if that's the case and you want to host one of your own videos, then this is the way to do it. If you go to Vimeo and you log into your account, let's say for example, I want to use this video in my landing page monkey. So what I need to do is I need to go to my video settings for that particular video, click on video file, and if you scroll all the way down to the bottom and you choose get direct links to, make sure that is under use with your own player. At this point, you can use the high def or the standard def. So what you need to do is basically select the whole link. So select all, you go back over to here and you basically paste that URL here and you're good to go. And then of course, next we have the button background color, which in this case, it is light green. And of course the button text is white. In this case, the button itself is orange and the button text is white. So get an idea there. If we go back over to here, we can make the button background color green. We can use gradient if we want to do that, or we don't have to. So in this case, I'm going to click on preview. And I think I'm going to go and do away with the background video for now because I'm using the background image. So it looks like this. So currently the background of the button is light green and the text is white. So we're going to leave it as it is. We can enter the button text. So if you click on preview, the step 1 button text is going to be the initial text. The step 2 text is what people are going to see after they click that button. So when I click that button, you can see that it says the word submit, right? So it says click here, submit. So if I were to say something like button text 1, and of course button text 2, you're able to see button text 1. When I click on it, it says button text 2. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of how to use this. Now you can turn the button text step 1 into a hyperlink. So you can actually link this to a URL, and you can also open it in a brand new window. So now that you understand how to effectively use page styling, let's move on to the advanced options by clicking this button here, and you'll be able to see the advanced options down below.